Hi, this is Neil Schmidt of Deep Holler Knives. We're the new owners, owned in the past year. We'd like to welcome to you to the International Association of Woodcarvers. It's our great honor to be interviewed by Blake and Dave today, and we certainly appreciate the past support. And we'd just like to show you a few things in this day that we've been doing and that we like to present. And our website is deephollerknives.com. And so with that, we will look to Blake and Dave to take over.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the International Association of Woodcarvers. Today is Saturday, January the 3rd, 2026. First meeting of the new year. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a happy new year. We welcome you all back in for our meetings. We have quite the schedule coming up, and we're working on continuing to fill that schedule. So if there's anybody on this meeting that's interested in coming on and presenting, please reach out to me or to Dave Levy, and we'll get you signed up, get you on the schedule. Hopefully we'll have a good full schedule through the spring into the summer. And every week we'll have new presenters come on and share wood carving so that you all can continue to improve and find out the information that you're interested in to help with your wood carving, your progress. So today on our meeting, and before we get started, I'll tell you about the schedule. We've got Neil and Angela Schmidt coming to us from DHK, Deep Holler Knives. They're the new owners. They're going to be telling us about their tools, kind of about their process and how they've gotten to this point. And really look forward to hearing what they have to share. We've got two of their knives that we're actually going to do an auction on during the meeting today. The auction is for both knives. So whoever the high bidder is, the winner will receive both of these. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. The first one is a 1 1/4 finger groove knife. It's got DHK on this side. I'll let them tell you a little bit more about that. And then the other one is their pistol grip. It's 1 3/4 inches. And there you can see the pistol grip handle, DHK on that side. Again, I've got one of their knives, use it quite a bit. These things are razor sharp. They hold an edge fantastically. Don't know what they do to heat treat their steel, but it really holds an edge well. So both of these knives are up for auction. The auction will go to the end of the meeting. We'll call the auction at the end of the meeting, and high bid will win. All proceeds will go to benefit the International Association of Woodcarvers so that we can continue to pay Zoom, so that we can continue to have these meetings. So feel free to start placing your bid in the chat. We'll keep an eye on that. And again, high bid will high bid will win. Next Saturday on the 10th, we've got Joshua Walters coming to us from Windy Cape Studios. He's going to be in, I think, doing a demonstration on cottonwood bark. So we look forward to seeing what Joshua's going to be sharing with us. On the 17th of January, we've got Jerry Tresbatowski that's going to be coming in. He reached out to me and said he would like to come on and present. He's going to be having someone come with him. So look forward to having them in on the 17th. On January the 24th, Barry Bowers is going to be coming in. We're going to have a discussion that day on starting a carving club. So if any of you all are interested in doing that or don't know how to get started or want some ideas on how to grow your club, we're going to be doing all those things with Barry on the 24th of January. On the 31st of January, Catherine Overcash is coming back. For those of you who missed our meeting, we've got a meeting that's recorded that's out on YouTube where she started a cottonwood bark wood spirit. She wanted to come back and finish that for us. So she's going to come back. She's going to finish that. She's probably one of the best cottonwood bark carvers out there. So if you get a chance, join us on the 31st of January. On the 7th of February, Sarah Bearclaw is coming back in. She was one of the first presenters that we had. We had Larry Green on the very first meeting. And then Sarah Bearclaw came on the second meeting back 6 years ago when we started this. Sarah's going to come back in and hopefully do a demonstration for us. So we look forward to having her on the 7th of February. We're looking for other presenters for February. I'll go ahead and jump up to March. On March the 7th, Rod Gatlin's coming in. He's going to be talking to us about the Charlotte Woodcarving Show. I think we can probably get Rod to come in and do a demonstration. He does some fantastic carvings and some great caricature faces. So we'll see what we can do as far as that meeting goes. And then on the 14th of March, I'll be up at the Lancaster County Woodcarver Show, and we'll be broadcasting live from there. Hopefully you all can come out and join us up there if you get a chance. But if you can't, make sure you plan on tuning in that Saturday, the 14th, and checking out what we have going on up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So that's the schedule we've got so far. Again, I'm going to continue to work on that, try to get some other presenters in here, and hopefully we can have a full schedule through at least the spring into the summer when we start our summer series. So having said all that, as usual, we have Dave Stetson on with us today. Dave's going to come in and share some words of wisdom. Dave, happy to see you back on today, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, my friend.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Okay, today's word of wisdom is let your imagination guide the gouge, and let the wood guide your imagination.
All right. Thank you, Dave. We appreciate that. It's always fun to have you in, and we definitely appreciate every time that you come in and share in our meetings. So we appreciate that. Today, again, as I was saying, we have Neil and Angela Schmidt. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. From DHK, Deep Holler Knives. They purchased the company from Matt Atland some time ago. If you all remember some flooding and stuff that was going on in this area, Matt lives about 45 minutes from me. We had a lot of power outages, a lot of flooding, some deaths and things. They actually came down here and was down here during that time to purchase the business. And they're going to tell us a little bit about that today. But before we get started, we're going to try to share a video that they've created just to kind of give you some behind the scenes of their business and kind of what they do. So give me just a second and we'll get that ready to share. All right. So if y'all ever wonder if these knives are handmade, you just saw the whole process right there in front of you. We're happy to have Neil and Angela on today. I was able to meet them out in Colorado Springs out this past September. Fantastic people. They're really excited about being part of this carving community, and look forward to hearing from them today, seeing what they have to share, and getting my hands on some of their tools so that we have a good option as far as knives go for carving. So Neil and Angela, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you all. Make sure you unmute, and we're happy to have you today.
Okay, can you hear us all?
You got it. Yep, you're on.
Well, I'm Neil, and this is Angie, of course, my wife of 33 years here. And we're just excited to have this business. It's something that I enjoy doing. Just a quick deal that we bought it a year ago. And as Blake had said, we actually got down there on a Thursday night, went out to eat with Matt and Angie, and went out and saw the place. And then Friday we went out, and as we crossed the river in Newsport, we noticed it was the river was coming up from more than the night before. And by the end of that night, we Friday night we went out to eat, and when we got up to Morristown, Matt just got out of the car and said, "Hey, Newport's underwater." And then we had a supper and went back to our motel, which was up on Interstate. And anyhow, we about 2 a.m, Matt texted us and said, "Hey, the other bridge is out. You can't get to us." So we turned around, came back to Iowa, the 14 hours, and about a week later, he texted us and said, "Well, everything's going down, but we got a lot of stuff happening down here, and river's supposed to come up again." So we took off and spent a couple days with them and loaded up and did some training and started back on our acreage. And so here we are. Well, actually, then in July, we moved into town at a building that we had owned, and the renter moved to a bigger building, so it gave us some more space to hopefully expand in the future. So that's kind of a quick rundown. And you got anything to add?
No, it's been a lot of transition in 1 year.
So business ain't new to us, but the reason we got into this was we do spread hog and cattle manure with our boys, and my body is wearing out at 55. I don't know why, but anyhow, it's wearing out, and I had some back issues, so the boys kind of wanted us to buy it out, and I didn't want to be a hindrance to them, and we bought this. I really like working with my hands and wood and metal, and so it's been a good fit. It's been learning, but we hope that we continue to improve and make a good product and expand in the future.
Neil, do you want to talk a little bit about the knives that you have on the table there beside of you?
Yeah, let me jump over there, and Angie can be the face of the deal here. So this is one of our knives, and you can see the style.
That's a standard size, standard handle with 1 inch. We make 5 different sizes. We do a 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, and a 2 inch. So 5 different lengths, and then we have about 8 different handle styles. This is the A handle. It's a cedar wood. We also do oak, walnut, cedar, and maple for woods.
So
Soft maple. This is a walnut and looks like about a 1 1/2 inch or 1 3/4 inch. It looks like the length. This is the slim style. It's an oak. This is the cigar style. We just kind of added that one.
yeah.
And we have a pistol grip, which is on the auction today, one of them. And then we have, this is the finger groove. And then we have a curvy right there. Style.
That's about all.
The medium.
Oh.
This is the medium style.
So we use a premium steel that we get, and it's already heat treated. So several things that we do to save that heat treatment is that we do have water jetted, the profile water jetted out. And then from there, I put the angle on them, which is 14% on both sides, and finish sharpen them and shaping them. And early on, we got some advice that when we were doing it, we were just using 80 grit and kind of finishing up there and trying to make it look good. We did have some input to say we need to polish it up a little bit more and to get rid of the profile so that it's more gradual and not such a sharp end. And so we've been working on that. And just even today I came across a different, basically same grinding, but just using different grits and trying to speed it up, but also get a good finish. And so we're always thankful for that input. So I learned from my dad, who sold the farm when I was 4 and built a Dairy Queen. And the main reason he built it is to give us 4 kids as much ice cream as we could, growing up, because, that's a pretty good staple in life. That's probably why I look the way I look now. So, and anyhow, but he taught me about being customer service. I learned that at a young age when I let my lips slip a little bit to a customer. So we try to be here for everybody. We try to answer, phones or emails. Not too good on emails myself, but my wife does a pretty good job at that. So with that, we continue want to work and go forward and try to supply something that everybody would like.
And the premium steel that we use, what makes it special from a lot of the other knives on the market is that you can do more carving and have to do less dropping. So it does stay sharper longer than a lot of the steel out there.
So where can they, if somebody wants to buy a knife, can they buy it direct from you all, or do they have to go through one of the vendors to be able to do that?
We have both options. We have deephollerknives.com, and that's where our website is and where we put our specials and different things. And then we also have vendors across the United States and up in Canada too. So we try to keep the prices the same, so we're not gouging each other. That's part of customer service, that we like to work with people that are actually doing us a service and helping us out.
So another question, if somebody wants something custom, can they reach out to you individually and have you say if they want a specific wood handle and they want a certain size blade? Can they reach out to you and get you all to make that for them?
Yeah, we'll do our best to fulfill that. We did have someone that had reached out to Matt about a year or two ago, or over a year ago, and had some wood from his dad who passed away, and he wanted to make it into a knife. And so he just got that to me this week, and we're going to set some blades for him and set him back and let him finish it up the way he would like to. So we do a little bit of that, and we try to squeeze that in as best we can.
So another question, as far as the business goes, do you have plans in the future to do anything outside of knives? So I know gouges are a hot commodity when people can get their hands on them, but a lot of times they can't. So I didn't know if that's something that you all considered or not.
Yeah, we're definitely thinking of that and would like to. So I need to learn more on that. And definitely I want to be able to make sure that I can do it and send out a good product.
And we've considered maybe, adding a couple different blades yet too. I mean, right now we're just with the one basic
Blade that we started
with, but we're considering adding
like an up sweep, and one that Matt made, that he did have problems with the tips, because our metal is, it's a rock well. We get it in about at 64 until we're all said and done. We do lose a little bit, but it's usually right around that 62. So it is a little bit more brittle. It's not as flexible as some. So that's where we are trying to work so that we can make the end a little bit thicker, but also capable of carving detail too.
So Mitch Stein is asking, can you sharpen older DHK? So let's say somebody bought some from Matt and they need to be re-edged or something like that. Can you all do something like that for them?
Yeah. And I know a couple people have reached out, and I feel comfortable doing that now, and would yeah, I like to do that for customers.
So I put your website in the chat. Is that the best place for people to get you, just through email, or is there another way for them to contact you?
Through email, and then my cell phone would be 712-358-1190. That was 712-358-1190.
Okay.
And a lot of times, you know, you guys probably don't experience this, but when you get a phone call that's not from the area, you think it's telemarketers. I do get quite a bit of those. So if you don't get me, just text me now. I'll definitely definitely will get back to you.
And then there's another question. Did you consider changing the name when you bought the business from Matt? What was the thought process behind keeping the DHK name?
Because the reason we kept it and wanted to keep it because Matt had started something that we thought was really good and credible. And so we just wanted to expand upon that. I know we're not up in the mountains, we're on the plains of Iowa, but we do live along the West Des Moines River, so we got a little bit of scenic area, but not quite like down there in Tennessee.
What are some of the vendors that carry your knives? So if somebody's going to a show, who do they need to look for to find one of your tools?
Mountain Woodcarvers, Tree Line, Chipping Away in Canada, and Bob Standler, and
Art the Bar.
Arc the Bark, and the glove guy. I think
So those are a few of them that we didn't have that right in front of us. Sorry.
Sorry to put you on the spot there.
No, that's
is
fine.
it an option? Let's say somebody is a tool vendor and they want to work with you all and start carrying your tools. What would they do? How can they do that?
They should contact on email and possibly Ange at deephollerknives.com. So ANG at deephollerknives.com.
And this may be another question to put you on the spot, but is there a minimum that you require for a vendor to purchase from you all to be able to carry them, or is it really just something you all work out with them?
Yeah, we just work it out with the vendors because everybody's situation is a little bit different. Of course, we'd like to sell as many as possible, but no, we will work with you.
Yeah. Well, we have another question in the chat, and I guess it's more a statement. Do you all ship overseas? And if so, is there options as far as cheaper shipping? I know with tariffs and stuff, sometimes it may be a little more difficult to get them certain places. We've got a gentleman on here from Germany that's saying that it's if you get a cheaper option, maybe they will be able to receive them pretty easy over there. Do you have other options for shipping, or do you all just ship one standard way?
We pretty much have shipped through the post office just because UPS is really expensive overseas. The post office has kind of been our way of going. I mean, even though I know there's been shutdowns, through the year, last year here. I don't know if somebody could help me out on knowing how to do it cheaper. I'd take advice if they know how to do it cheaper.
Would going through Chipping Away, since it's already in Canada. Would that be possibly an option that they could look into that may be cheaper? I'm not sure what the shipping is.
That's what I think a lot of them overseas have done is we'll order through Chipping Away out of Canada because it's cheaper for them to get it through Canada than us. I don't know. That's what I've been told, I think.
And that's what we kind of recommend. And here just last week, she had let us know that some of the tariffs have been lifted or some of the taxes have been lifted so that she was able to put an order in again. And
so it's been hard for her to get them from us just because of all the surcharges she's been charged. So at this point, she kind of cut back. But she just put an order in now and thinking things she can move forward now and get our product again and hopefully make it possible.
So Joshua Walters is suggesting that you check out pirateship.com.
Okay.
Our ship.
Pirate Ship.
Oh, pirate ship. Okay.
Yep. They offer discounted rates, I think, especially for bulk shipping and things like that. So you might be able to get a better rate there. And you can also print your own labels there, so that kind of helps.
Okay. Well, we appreciate that, Josh.
John Nelson's asking, he said the website shows a $10 discount until the end of December. Is that still in effect, or have you all just not taken that down?
Actually, since we've been on here, we did extend that to January 16th
17th.
or 17th. So we are continuing that for now.
All right.
And thanks for bringing that up, because we were going to mention that, and that kind of slipped my mind. So as you know, the smarts are behind us is right here.
No.
I tend to forget some stuff like my boys kindly remind me of. I don't think I forget as much as they say, but if I do happen to forget something, please let me know.
So do you guys have any upcoming shows you're going to be displaying at and selling at?
I think we're hoping to go to hopefully the snow days. We haven't totally got registered yet. And then looking into going to Wisconsin, I think in September, if we can. So,
And we're open. We're just trying to figure out with, we'd like to get to more shows. We're just trying to balance everything and make it happen. We are north central Iowa. So those are the two closer ones, but we did really enjoy going to Colorado. So we're looking down south. During the winter, I'd love to go south more. My wife tends to think she likes the snow better than I do. So we haven't made that. And we're just starting up the business and that. We're kind of been stuck here trying to keep going. So
here's an interesting question. Being the same name as the previous owner, how do you distinguish your knives as compared to theirs? Anything specific that distinguishes them, such as a brand mark or something that shows that you're the maker instead of Matt?
Boy, we kind of just did it the same as his. We have not really made that distinction. We're trying to build off of that. So
our brand is a little bit different, not much different.
yeah, we're keeping it about the same. I'm trying to work on the quality and making it better each time. But that's kind of a tough one for me to say.
You did mention something about
Uh-huh.
the shininess of the knife. Is that a difference that's there?
Yeah,
Trying to make it glide.
yeah, we're trying to make it more polished so it glides better.
Mhm.
I'll probably, I guess I can look at it a couple different ways. I like to get it polished a little bit more so it glides better. That's my whole intent. Where Matt was pushing them out as best as he could, and that's where he kind of stayed back from a little bit. He had a good sharp quality knife, but there again is where we had some input.
And if somebody were to order something specialized from you all, what's the current lead time to get something like that? Is it something you just work into your normal production, or is it something that you get turned around quicker? How does that work?
Say if it's a specialized order, it's probably going to be 2 weeks. I mean, I would say it'd be the lead time, just if it's specialized. We're actually even aiming to get most of our dealer orders right now, kind of within that 2-week range, if all possible. So right now we feel pretty caught up to a point, in essence, and set up to be able to finally handle orders, where at the beginning we were just trying to get our feet on we were just
Trying to get everything
set up, ready to roll. And now I feel like we're in a place and we have the room and the space, and we're finally, ready to make that all happen. Hopefully get them to you as soon as possible is our goal. In fact, that's always been our goal. We used to have a fishing lure business, and that was our mission, was to turn orders around as soon as possible. So.
And we're also getting to the point where we like to keep more on the website.
Yeah.
We do encourage people, if they don't see a certain handle or style or wood, to let us know. And then we'll definitely get that out to them. And we don't consider that a special order, but sometimes we overlook or get behind and didn't get that one on there. So we definitely like people to, give us a shout out so that we can get that on sooner.
So here's another question, and I won't speak for all wood carvers, but I know as much as we enjoy wood carving, we also enjoy collecting tools. Do you all plan on doing any collector type knives outside of just the ones that you do on a regular basis? And what I mean by that is specialized handles, different woods, exotic woods, things like that. Do you have any idea as far as doing that kind of thing?
Yeah, we did buy it the last time we were down at our daughter's in a bigger place and went to a wood store. We did pick out some wood that we'd like to use and probably just use those at the shows. But I've been trying to think of different ideas. My wife kind of tends to get a little shy when with my ideas. Sometimes I get kind of wild. But yes, I'm going to try to do something with different woods. I don't want to copy anybody, so I kind of want to give our own signature. So I've been working on that a little bit, or thinking about that a little bit and checking out ideas. So hopefully in the future, not too near.
We do have some straps in here.
And we do, she just seen something about straps. We do have some on hand
On our store.
in our store.
One other question. Some people also like to take a blade and put it into their own handle. Do you all sell individual blades instead of the full knife?
Yeah, we have started.
We've talked about it.
We've talked about it. We haven't totally sold. We're not, we a little gun shy of what we should charge and stuff. But yes, we would be open to that. As long as, yeah, we think it would be good for us to do that. So yeah, we're kind of thinking of that.
So they're asking, do you also use the same steel as Matt, or is it different?
No, it is the same steel, and that's why we bought that's why we kept the name and that stuff, because we wanted that association.
Perfect. All right. Anybody have other questions? Chat is definitely open. And as far as other things that you carry on your website, knives and strops, anything else? Do you carry compound, or are you planning on carrying gloves or any of that kind of thing?
No, we haven't.
Hope to maybe get some shirts or caps or something. I don't know, possibly, or whatever to.
Right.
But at this point, just the knives and the strap.
So here's another question. Do the two of you carve?
I have started a little bit more. I'm not very good. Let's just say that. My kids, our 4 children, have suggested to my wife that she pick up a hobby. And this might be a ding against us. She picked up pickleball instead of carving at this point. But I'm kind of more the artsy guy and enjoy that stuff, but I just haven't found time.
Is there a physical storefront, or is it all online? So can people come by your shop to buy things, or?
At this point, we don't really have a sign on the door, Nat. And that's what I wanted to mention. It's going to be kind of confusing. Our address and everything is where we started out, which is our acreage, and where we live is in Rolfe, Iowa. Just 7 miles to the north is called West Bend, Iowa, and that's where we have our storefront. We eventually like to get it when we're here. People are welcome to stop in. It's just that we don't really have a setup yet. We're just a town of 800 and some people. So we eventually like to get something going. We eventually would like to have some carving classes for the locals, trying to get more people interested in it, but we just haven't. We just got moved in here in July and had to do just a little bit of remodeling to do it. So
All right. Any other questions today?
if people like to come, really suggest just give us a call before you do come, just so that we don't miss, because we're a fairly good distance from most people. So if you're making a trip through this way, we are West Bend is the home of the grotto, which is a large rock structure that was created back in the 30s by a Catholic priest, which is pretty interesting. That's what West Bend, Iowa is known for. So yeah, just let us know before you plan a trip so that we can definitely be here for you.
We'd love to meet you and see you if you ever come our way.
All right. I just want to say thank you all for coming on. And again, it was a pleasure to meet you all out there in Colorado Springs. I'll say again, they're very excited about being part of this community. They are surprised at how, and I hate to speak for you all, but they were surprised at how close-knit the carving community is. And I told them it's the best community out there. I'll continue to say that as long as I live, probably. You're not going to find a better group of people. It's nice to find someone that's as excited about creating tools so that carvers like us have something quality that we can use and know that they're going to be dependable and be able to purchase those. So it's always nice to add another vendor to the group and again get plugged in the community. Hopefully, we will see you all out on the road at some of these carving events and some of the shows. If you have any questions about big shows, reach out and let us know so that we can tell you which ones are the best ones to go to. I'll definitely tell you to come to the Wisconsin River Carvers show up in Wisconsin in September because the CCA competition is going to be up there in conjunction with that show, September 19th and 20th. So if you get a chance, come up there, be with us and participate in that show and also participate in the CCA competition. It's a great time, and we look forward to seeing how that show is going to be. So excited about that. If you all want to purchase a knife, again, it's deephollerknives.com. Reach out, buy one directly from them. Contact any of your favorite carving vendors. I bet they have some of their tools. I was telling them I bought one from Statlander. This is the one I bought from them down in Alabama. It was before we even talked about having the show. And it's a fantastic knife. Use it quite a bit, and it's super sharp. Hadn't had to strop it yet. So if you want a good quality knife, again, reach out to Neil and Angela and pick one of those up. Again, next week we're going to have Joshua Walters on from Windy Cape Studios. Hopefully he'll be coming in doing a demonstration for us. Hopefully some of you all are joining the Ryan Olson class right after this. Ryan's going to be teaching caricature carving, and I know today's the first day for that class. We'll be talking some more about other classes that are coming up. Keep an eye on Woodcarving Academy. It'll show all the workshops that are available out there, and you can also subscribe to them. Go back and watch some of the old classes that have been presented and work at them at your own pace. So look forward to that. Neil, if you can come on and give us your phone number one more time so that people that want to reach out to you can contact you if they need to.
Yeah, it's 712-358-1190. And then Angie's number also is 712-848-3857. She tends to handle more of the business. She don't let me, get too far out of myself. So either number is great, and email also.
All right. You'll be seeing a lot of advertising from them. You'll probably see this video that we showed at the beginning of our meeting sometime in the future, probably out on social media and stuff. Be watching for their tools and stuff. I'm excited to see what all they're going to do with this business, and I know they'll do great things. So that's exciting for the woodcarver. Go ahead and call the auction at this point. It looks as though the winner is going to be Mike F. So, Mike, if you'll stay on here at the end of the meeting, we'll get your information, get payment, and get that shipped out to you. I just want to say to Neil and Angela, thanks again for the support. Thanks for the donation on the knives. Again, all those proceeds go to allow us to have these meetings. So I appreciate you doing that. And just want to say Happy New Year again to everybody. Welcome to 2026. We look forward to seeing you all back here on Saturdays, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This has been the International Association of Woodcarvers, where woodcarvers help woodcarvers. We'll see you all next week. Thank you all.
Thank you.
I'll let you
Okay,
guys.
say it again, what you thought I should say.
Um, I'd say, hey, we're the Schmidts with Deep Holler Knives, and we're going to give you guys a little, either a little history or I don't know if doing history or show some knives off today, and just want to welcome you guys to International Association of Woodcarvers.
Okay.
Because whatever you want to say in the beginning is fine. To intro you get yourselves. Remember, we were trying to publicize and trying to push you guys as much as we can.
All right.
So we want you to make sure you get out who you guys are, and even maybe if you want to say you can find us at Deep Holler Knives, or what is your all's website?
Deephollerknives.com.
Okay. So yeah, hey, we're the Schmidts with Deep Holler Knives. You can find us at deephollerknives.com, and welcome to the International Association of Woodcarvers. If that's something you want to do, you can do that.
Yep.
So
We'll give this a shot.
I'll give it over. Take as many takes as you want. I'm going to mute myself, and I'll give it all over to you. So it is yours now.
Hello, this is Neil and Angie Schmidt from Deep Holler Knives. We're the new owners in the past year. We'd like to welcome you all to the International Association of Woodcarvers. Let me redo that part. Hi, this is Neil and Angie Schmidt from Deep Holler Knives. We certainly appreciate this time being interviewed with Blake and Dave. It's a great honor to be here, and we'd like to welcome you to the International Association of Woodcarvers. And it's okay, let's start over again.
Perfect. We'll make that work. That's well. Good job. Love it. So we'll get that at the very beginning of the YouTube video. When I edit out, I'll edit that part into it. I will take the bloopers and play around and put them at the very end after all the credits, everything's done. Just because that's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, but with that, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stop this recording because I need to do that. I'll pause it and then I'll let Blake chat. Recording started. Let me find Mr. Blake. Blake, don't forget to unmute yourself because that'll be helpful. And I will shut up and give it all to you.
Are you already recording?
Yes, sir. Got her going.
You just never know. So,
Hey, I appreciate you double checking because it's not like
Hey.
I forgot to do that before. I mean,
that's
you know.
right. That's right.